welcome back to another episode of Star Heist. I'm your host, Orwell, and the star of the show. Just wanted to give a little recap of the last episode in case you missed it, or if you just forgot what happened, because I kind of did. So here we go. First off, we're introduced to our characters. Me, the star, and then Orwell, and then Ursula is a weird silicate-looking, kind of bitchy woman. No, she's cool. And then Isaac, he's a cataphract and kind of dumb a little bit, but you know, anyway. And then Shelley, she's precious, love her, big fan. And we have this job. We go to this site, we're doing this job, and the guy who's like in charge of it, his name's Foreman Lau, he's definitely an asshole. And then Elise, she's kind of nice. So anyway, they hire us to go find this remnant or something. I don't really know. I wasn't paying attention much to the job, stuff. But anyway, we have to go into this kind of like layer under Persepolis to look for the remnant. So we go, and I lead everyone because everyone's like, oh, well, please, we need you to lead us. And I'm like, stop. So then I lead everyone down there, and we're looking around, and we lose communication with Foreman Lau and Elise, who were, in charge of this. So we're like, oh, fuck. So we keep going. And then I come across this kind of pond of beautiful liquid stuff, and I drink it, and it gives me these weird powers. Basically, I'm kind of like I'm just aware of everything much more than I was before, and can do everything better than I was. And anyway, and then there's a cave in, all the rocks fall, and Isaac and Shelley get stuck under the rocks, and then I, with my powers of perception, run into the next room. And I come back with this like laser knife thing, and I save everyone, and everyone's like, oh, wow, we love you. It's so crazy. And then after that, we go back to the room that I discovered, and we, looking around. Isaac does this stupid thing and basically brings these ghosts down from the sky, the ceiling or something, and we fight them, and we're all just like pew pew and like jumping around, and I get thrown by Isaac, and I kill both of them with my acrobatics. Anyway, and then we go to the next room. We get a distress call from Elise, and we find out that Lau was an asshole as we thought, and he's like taking a remnant and run off, and Elise is distressed. She's obviously fighting something in some room, so we split up. Me and Isaac go to save Elise, and then Shelley and Ursula go find Lau. Lau, according to Ursula, crumbles like a little bitch, and she's able to get the remnant and also kills him, which is fine, it's fine. I wouldn't do that because I have forward thinking, unlike Ursula, but it's fine. And then they come back and they help us. We find Elise, and she's fighting this big kind of construct thing, and we fight it with her, and she almost dies, and so does Shelley actually a couple times. But we bring her back to life, and I end up being thrown again because I just get more, I like being in the air. I feel good in the air. So I get up and I come down hard on the construct, and I kill it. And I save the day again. And that's where we ended, so.
Hi, I'm James Ohlen, and I'm the head of Archetype Studios. And we're currently building a video game called Exodus. But right now, we're going to be showing you episode 2 of Star Heist, which is an adventure that takes place a few years before the events of the video game. It does have some crossover between some of the characters and locations, and but it is its own story, and it's also unscripted, so I have I won't say effing idea where it's all going to go at the end, but I'm sure it'll be exciting. Now I'm going to introduce the players, starting with...
I'm Elizabeth Maxwell, and I am playing Ursula, a silicate archaeologist.
I'm Brian Villalobos. I am playing Isaac, a level 2 cataphract pilot.
I'm Cassidy Cummings. I'm playing Shelley, a prodigy inventor.
I'm China Walker. I'm playing Orwell, an awakened whore and ranger.
All right, and before we get going, I have to say we're going to have a special guest star in this session. We're going to try to get guest stars for quite a few of the episodes. We'll see how it goes. This one's really cool. I don't want to wreck the surprise though. So let's start it off. So following the chaos in the foundations, you latecomers, remember that's your name, reconvened at Isaac's apartment. And, you're kind of driven less by camaraderie and more that you all still don't trust yourselves yet. And so you need to figure out what the next steps are. Plus, you have brought Elise. If you remember, she was badly injured, and she's currently laying in Isaac's very messy, not very tidy bed. And anyways, his apartment is located in the city of Persepolis, and it's the largest city on the planet of Leiden. And the entire sky is covered by the gas giant Gallerus. Anyways, the place you're at is close to the Awakened Marketplace, and it's an area where, you have xenoarchaeologists and salvagers all coming together to show off the different remnants and artifacts that they've found when they've gone into either the foundations or out into the wilds. Anyways, it's quite a beautiful place, the area of the city you're in, but that still doesn't change the fact that Isaac's apartment is a shithole. So, sorry, Isaac, you don't have the greatest apartment, but
it's okay.
You've kind of splintered off right now because, Isaac, you're just excited to get back and get to start working on your cataphract because you have pieces from, your previous adventure. Look at this cataphract. It kind of looks much older than the other ones you've seen so far, but I'm sure it's really good, and you're going to get it working. You're hoping to get it working, and so you and Shelly have gone into your garage because Shelly has obviously a lot of technical expertise. You're hoping that she's going to help you make your cataphract better and not make it worse. But meanwhile, Ursula and Orwell, you've just been left behind because, you don't have the technical skills. You're just left in Isaac's apartment alone with no one watching what you're doing. And you're here. You have a few things with you. You have Lau's link device. You have, I assume you go through all of Lau's belongings. So you found his link. You found 300 IC, so 300 credits, which you split, I'm assuming fairly, 75 for each of you. You find a coupon for a jumbo-sized nitro-cooled beverage at the Salvager's Cantina. Half off. The coupon gives you half off on it. And you find some medicine for dry skin in intimate areas. So, Lau had some, we won't go into Lau. But anyways, so that's what you found. And now you're just kind of wandering his apartment. You have the bedroom where Elise is currently at. You have the kitchen. You have the living room. And you can just do whatever you want right now while you're waiting. You guys gonna do anything? Let's start with the troublemaker.
What? No, not me.
Yes. What are you gonna? How did you know I meant you when I said the troublemaker? See, you are the troublemaker.
Looked at me. That's the only reason. I'm quite hungry, I think, so I'm gonna go look in Isaac's kitchen for a snack, a little snacky.
Well, you head into his kitchen, and it is a mess. The sink is filled with dirty plastic utensils and plates. The refrigerator is smudged with old food stains, and you see all sorts of interesting food containers and bags that are arranged on the kitchen counter, which is kind of hard. You can just see them as you're jumping up to see them. But you could probably get and then scramble up onto the top. Do you want to do that? Okay, it's a DC 5 athletics or acrobatics.
Let's see. 9.
That was fine. You did it. So you get up there. And you immediately see that you've come across a colossal bag of trail mix. It's huge. You don't know why he needs bag of trail mix this big, but it's like the size of a cat. It's like a cat food or dog food like bag size.
That's so weird.
I know it is kind of like
cheaper. It's cheaper in bulk.
I'm assuming you can't cook.
Yeah, well.
All right. Well,
cat is different from don't want to.
You can continue looking around the. Do you want to continue looking around the counter?
Yeah, I mean, this looks good, but want to
Alright.
see what else is there.
Roll your perception. DC 5, really easy.
10.
You find an expired experimental supplement. The lid is coated in dust, so he obviously hasn't used it in quite a while. It's called
Strange.
Og Cell. It's for cell
Okay.
regeneration. It promises, with many disclaimers, to regrow small parts like fingers and toes and maybe other parts. But
Guess it didn't work so well on the left arm, huh?
All right.
roll your intelligence, history or culture. Which is your higher, history or culture?
Both
Guess it
are
didn't
not
work so well on the
great.
left.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a high roll. Maybe you'll get a high, and you could always get Ursula to
You
come
never
over.
know. 11.
That's you. You don't know any dirt on this dusty object. But meanwhile, let's go. So you're in here on the counter. Boop. And what is Ursula doing?
I'm gonna pop my head into his bedroom and see if Elise is conscious yet.
All right. What, you're being responsible and stuff. So yeah, you checked. She's looks like she's peacefully sleeping right now. You could probably, do you want to just make a medicine check to make sure she's okay and give her any kind of maybe see if she needs some water or something like that?
No, I was gonna ask her questions.
Oh, well, she's still unconscious.
Damn it.
She's still sleeping.
Give her a minute. Jeez.
You shake her.
So rude.
Wake up! No.
Well, I need to talk to her, so I guess I'll check on her health.
Do you want some Chex Mix or whatever this
Oh yeah, you do have an
stuff is?
entire giant bag of
Trail mix.
You could just no. All right.
Yeah, I'll check on her, see if there's anything I can.
Okay, roll your medicine. It's DC 10.
Big old two.
You don't really like to fix people. You like to hurt people. So, so
Damn straight.
yeah, you're like, why is she not awake? She's still not awake. No, you don't do that. But I mean, you're unable
Smells in
to.
here. When did Isaac last change the sheets? God.
Actually, yeah, roll your perception to see, now that you're in the bedroom, you get to see everything that's around you. Maybe you don't want to see it, but you can't unsee it.
You shut.
I'm not even in the room.
4.
You do unsee it. You're like, I'm not going
Nope.
to look at anything except Elise. And you manage to just tune it all out. 'Cause
I don't
you
do
know
bachelor pads.
from the smell. And yeah, you know it's going to be bad. So you manage to check on Elise. You don't help her in any way, shape, or form. And then you manage to get out of the bedroom without seeing anything. Meanwhile, let's go to the garage. All right.
Here, let me turn the lights on.
They
There's
don't turn
something.
on.
Oh,
Okay, now they turn on. Now they
Okay.
turn on. Yeah.
Do you want me to fix that?
sure. It's something I worked up, but yeah. If you, there we go. Okay,
He's nice.
sure. If you think you can fix something about it, sure. It's been a little finicky, but
There is a lot of different parts. This entire garage has basically been modified to fixing his cataphract or keeping it repaired. There's tools, parts, lubricants. There's all sorts of pieces, like from probably other machines that aren't cataphracts, like lying on the floor. But his cataphract is looking, it's starting to look not looking too bad. You could probably, you see it being close to operational. You just need to do a few things to it. What do you have anything to say about his cataphract when you see it? What's your opinion?
It's a beautiful piece of machinery. It's got a lot of different colors.
yes, yeah. It's I've customized a lot of it. It's bits and pieces of things I found along the way. It kind of tells a story. Well, I'm getting a little. It's fine. It's just it's my baby.
All right. Well, you do have a checklist of things that you have to fix, and at the top of the list is your neural network interface.
Yeah. We just have to check. The neural network is what connects me to the nervous system of the cataphract. Kind of helps it move with my body. It's really what controls it. So we just need to make sure and calibrate that, make sure that's all squared away.
I'd love to lend a hand.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
All right, well then, if she's giving you a hand, then you get advantage. You're going to have to make a DC 10 mechanics check. That's your DC 10 wisdom / mechanics. So whatever your mechanics is, you get to roll 20-sider twice. Pick the highest roll. You do want to get above a 10, because this is like, well, yeah.
Okay. roll DC 10, is it?
Yeah, DC 10. You just have, what's your mechanics?
You roll a 20.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
What is your mechanics?
Mechanics are +4.
Oh, you'd have to get really unlucky to get 2 rolls that were under a 10.
Sounds good. Here we go. How's that for a start? You got another one? Here, we'll go.
What was the first roll? It was what?
Well, the first one was 11, and the second was a 20.
Oh, that's good. All right, you fixed. You and Shelly did a great job. In fact, the neural network interface is working better than you've ever seen it work. Maybe Shelly's like the key to getting this machine of yours to becoming like a death machine on the battlefield. Mm-hmm.
Shelly, you got the magic touch. Amazing. You're bringing it back to life so that we can make things be not alive.
Yeah.
Anything to encourage death.
Yes. You know, I had that on a calendar, a desk calendar one time. So you've seen that one.
All right, well, next on your checklist is your counterbalances and gyroscopes.
Yes, we need to, that helps me offset the load while I'm in the cataphract. So if we could, do you mind taking a look? I mean,
Please.
But what? You are going to have to get in it while she's doing
that. Right, of course. In order to make sure it's functioning properly, I will have to be in the cataphract as you are making adjustments. Is that, you're okay? You think?
I've got it.
Yeah. You're going to have to make the roll, Shelly. So you're going to get in it?
Yes.
You're going to close it up? You're going to get your arms are in the arm. You're just ready. What did you get?
No. 7.
All right. So you're trying to hold the load, and then you're just not. You're like, no!
What did you? Okay.
You're like, it's so much weight on you all of a sudden, and you just have to like tense all your muscles. You're tensing all your muscles.
This is fine.
You can feel something go wrong.
Go.
But then you're okay.
Okay. Oh.
So you can get out now.
Okay. Well, that.
What's going on back there?
Everything's fine. Don't worry. You got the clap to turn the lights on? Did you get the lights?
We're fine.
Okay. Good. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. When he gets out, Shelly, you can tell him this or not, but you notice that he's like blown a big blood vessel in his eye. His eye's all like freaking red and bloodshot. It looks kind of bad.
What's up? Do I look? What's going on?
I'm real sorry about your load, Isaac.
It's okay. It's not the first time I've heard that. I had that on a calendar as well. But
your eyes.
Some squealing. My eyes?
Your eyes, Isaac.
Yes.
Great. Let's keep going with the repairs. We should hurry.
Listen, Shelly, I think you're great. I think we should just maybe keep it professional.
No, of course.
My eyes? You have lovely eyes as well, but I just think if we just get to the... Is there something wrong with my eyes?
No. It's I've got my eyes on the cataphract. We should get back to it.
Okay, this seems good and normal. Let's go. Okay.
So, Isaac, you see that she wasn't able to fix it, but you see what she did wrong, so you can make your own DC 10 check with advantage.
Absolutely.
Which was your highest?
70, so 21.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you fix, it's all counterbalanced. Do you want to get in it and just make sure that it's not?
Sure.
Yeah, you get in it.
Oh, it's like butter. It's like being in very comfortable butter.
Yeah, you're like,
you know it.
You don't feel anything go wrong in your body this time. So it's pretty
nice.
good.
No, that's how you move. You've never moved the cataphract before. It's how you do it. To put a little, who am I talking to? On a wall. Okay, cool.
Everything's very smooth.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for keeping your eyes on it.
Well, the next thing on your checklist are the very important heat sinks.
Yes.
Ooh, how many heat sinks do you have?
I have 20, which is usually it works for what I need, you know. So I do, you know, when I fire weapons, they heat up, and so I tend to offload as much heat as I can, and it helps kind of, it works out. But you know.
Have you
except
ever
when it doesn't.
exploded into flames?
I don't know if I didn't explode into flames, but there were flames present. But it's fine. It's fine. I usually, you know, I try to keep a cool head, and then I just have to, you know, give it time to cool down. If it happens in the middle of battle, that's not good. But yeah.
Well, you do normally have 20 heat sinks, but that's why you took Lau's heat sinks, because right now you only have 15, and so you need to install all of his, and then you will have 20.
Aha.
And all it takes is a DC 10 mechanics check.
Okay.
Do you want to
I would like to
out?
help.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Got 2 dice. You can roll 2
oh,
dice.
you roll one, I roll the other.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Do you want to do
Okay,
that?
sure.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. All right. Mechanics says that's 12.
I'm 12 too.
Ah, there we go.
Right.
Well, you are able to install those heat sinks, so you have the full array of heat sinks, which is going to be
Perfect.
important. It's going to be important. Now, you're nearly done. You have to fix up your armor.
Yes.
Obviously, armor is important. You don't even have to tell Shelley why armor is important. Armor's existed
You
since
get it.
the time of, you know, ancient warfare when people had shields and breastplates. But yeah, you're going to have to make another mechanics check with advantage, just DC 10.
Okay.
And if you screw it up, your armor class is going to be worse than it should be. So you don't want to screw it up,
Okay.
because the game's balanced for you to have your full armor class. But you get advantage, yep. You want to roll 2, Shelley?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, buckle my shoe or something. There we go. Aha! 18?
21.
Hey!
You polish it up, and now it's all armored up. You have look at this. This cataphract is ready to go.
Beautiful.
Ready to go.
Do you know, what's the class now?
It is 15.
It's 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, it's like, I don't know, you're basically done at this point, unless you want to do anything else with it.
Can I add some mods? Isaac, I have a brilliant idea. You mentioned keeping a cool head
Yes.
in your
Yes.
suit.
Yes.
If you let me into the kind of interior wiring and everything, I can make a little wiper that senses when your brow
Yes.
is accumulating sweat, and it will wipe away the sweat.
Like it would wipe my face.
Yeah, your forehead. Like a little windshield wiper for your
Okay.
forehead.
Okay. So it would have some kind of soft attachment that would not irritate.
Yes, like imagine being in combat and completely
And a windshield
eyesight,
wiper
yes,
goes across.
but unimpeded by sweat. You can see everything.
So you have to take forehead measurements to make sure that it is only.
No.
No.
I can just go. Set me free, Isaac.
Okay. Well. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure. If you look, I mean, as long as it's not working out, we can uninstall it. Is that okay?
Yeah. So, okay, what is this? It's a windshield wiper for his forehead? Okay.
For the sweat.
Look, after you know, we were in battle, and you seem to know. Look, I'm working on trust issues, so I'm going to try to take a step in the right direction and trust you with the forehead windshield wiper.
I saw you sweating a lot.
You know,
Gonna help.
it's
And that was without the suit.
it's a biological thing. Yes.
You're not going to be able to get advantage on this one because it's your idea. It'll be DC 11, electronics.
Okay.
You got to get it. What's your electronics?
+6.
Oh, well, there you go. As long as you don't get a really terrible roll.
A 14.
You now have a little windshield wiper.
Perfect.
What
Perfect.
All right. Well, I gotta remember that one.
I can almost feel it. That's amazing.
Where'd here's my pencil. There we go.
I'll be
All
honest, I was getting a little sweaty anticipating that it might not work, so maybe I can try it out to get rid of...
Please.
Does it...
All right. Now that everything's installed,
Thank you.
it's time for you to just check it out, do a weapons check and everything else. Like, make sure that it's all good. And yeah, you can do that here in your garage. You can try it out in the driveway. It's up to you.
So now I can show you a little bit of what it can do. I've got this autocannon that has a rocket launcher on it. Do you want to see what it can do?
Yes, please.
Yeah?
Do it.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay, Shelly, I'm going to have you roll a DC 12 wisdom check, just wisdom, to make sure that you made sure that all the ammunition was out before he does his weapons test.
Oh, God. My wisdom has left me 7.
Okay, so are you going to do it inside or outside? I love it when low rolls. Shelly, you are so, you always get the low rolls that I want.
Okay.
Where are you
like
testing
me.
it out?
I think I'll do it inside. Why not?
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, clearly she would have made sure that the ammo was out. She kept an eye on it, and
Yeah. Do you want to just check out the targeting system?
absolutely, just the targeting.
all that?
Absolutely,
Yep.
just the targeting mechanism. Don't need to shoot anything. Obviously, we'll do it inside. And,
All right. Yeah, it's all working, but then you hear the sound of like a boom, boom, which is your grenade launcher going off, and this doorway here, and then it goes into your little storage closet there, and you know that something bad is going to happen in about 1, 2. What are you going to do?
Give the counter effect. Come on.
All right, you go like this, and flames shoot out. Your whole apartment rumbles, and like dust comes down. And anyways, let's cut away to we're going to go back in time a little bit here to see if you've found anything interesting. So let's go back to our troublemaker.
Yeah.
You've explored the kitchen,
Yeah.
and there's still there's the living area right here, and then there's the bedroom, or you can just keep on exploring the kitchen. You haven't explored the refrigerator. It's up to you. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, well, I'm wondering what silicates eat. Are you hungry? Can I make you a snack? Do you eat human flesh or something like that? I don't know. I really don't know. You're my first silicate.
I eat the same
I don't want to be
things you do.
offensive. Okay, great. Cool.
I mean, I know I look pretty different on the outside, but our insides are actually pretty similar.
Are they? I'm a boar, so I'm not sure about that.
Well, I know, and back in the days on old Earth, they used to dissect pigs
Yeah, I know.
in science class because there's similarities. And
Sure, yes. Yes, you're right.
anyway,
Mhm.
I don't know what's in there. What are our options?
Well, there's trail mix and an og cell supplement. If you need that, looks like it's never been used. I think Isaac needs some help with some things, apparently. But I'll look in the fridge as well, I think. What's in there?
There is there's a super spicy condiment that looks delicious. It says super duper spicy.
Ooh, I like spicy. Do you like spicy?
Yeah, I mean, is there anything to put it on?
Is there anything to put it
The
on?
trail mix.
Ooh, the trail mix
I'll have trail mix
with spicy.
sans spicy condiment.
Oh, okay.
What about, are you going to have the condiment or just
I
the...
think I'll just have the condiment by itself. Squirt
Oh.
it right. Actually, I'm going to need your help with that, so I don't have fingers. Can
You want me to squirt the spicy condiment just directly into your mouth?
Do you mind? Only if it's fun for you.
It's not fun for me, but I'll do it if that's what you want.
I just a little squirt, and then I can do whatever, if you need something in return.
Do you actually know how spicy this is?
It says really, really, really spicy.
Yeah.
Well, one way
Mega
to find
spicy.
out.
Duper.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Super duper spicy. Roll a Constitution saving throw. You love to eat the stuff that you're not supposed to, and
20, not natural 20,
Oh,
just
well.
20.
yeah, it is spicy, but you're used to this.
I
You
can
like the
handle it.
spicy. You've really, acclimated to spicy, so you're okay
That's
with it.
nice.
But you're pretty sure it would kill any of your other friends if they tried this. It's
Yeah.
really, really spicy. So.
Just built different.
Yeah, we don't eat trash.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, I mean, Some of us don't. Judging by what's in this kitchen, some of us do.
That's true. Disgusting
I'll
man.
take some trail mix, though.
All right, you take a bunch of trail mix, and I don't know. You're running out of places to. You want to?
I'm gonna saunter around the living room and see if anything catches my eye.
You see. Oh, there's a pile of movies. There's roll your intelligence, culture, or history.
What is with the off-table rolls today? 22.
Well, I guess you two both appreciate movies from old Earth. These are, you can see that there's a bunch of these discs and then a small device where you put the disc into it, which translates the data onto, more modern equipment. But there's all kinds of movies from like 2 centuries worth of different classics, all the way back to the black and white days. So you're surprised at his taste. He might, after looking at the rest of the apartment, you thought he was, well, not much, but the movies he's got good taste in the classics. But he doesn't have good taste when it comes to using grenade launchers, and the entire apartment shakes, and you hear an explosion, from over here, and this door actually falls over, punk. That's going to be expensive to fix, by the way. And you see smoke coming through the door.
What the hell?
So let's get us all back together again. You've had a chance to get your cataphract. You walk out holding Shelly, saving her from any damage. But his cataphract is working. Maybe that's what happens when it starts working. It has a really, what do you call it when a backfire?
A backfire.
Maybe his cataphract just has a big backfire.
Or just a big wrestling entrance.
It could be that too. What are you all going to say to each other? You didn't really... Actually, you two were pretty good. You didn't do too much snooping, so you didn't catch them with anything.
Is that my trail mix?
Oh,
I only have 4 bags of that.
That's so much. What's wrong with you? That's weird.
No, it's a complete breakfast.
It's a cement-sized bag.
Yeah, well,
You have 4 of them.
It was. What?
You have 4 of them. Is it
Yeah, well,
just
not
one?
anymore. Now I have 3 and 7/8
7/8.
of a bag.
Yeah. That's weird.
Well, it's
though.
okay. Why?
What do you
Hell,
like
what
about
happened to your
trail mix?
eye?
What do you?
Did you see
Is
a
that
sweat
what
wiper?
Is this what people see when they look at me?
What?
My God, are you
What's
all
wrong
right?
with my eye? Is that what you were saying? Eyes? What? Don't please with the fingers. I don't know where those have been. Listen, what's wrong with my eye? What is it? Does it look weird?
It's bloodshot.
But while you're in there, look at the sweat wiper.
That is really cool. Good
Sweat.
job.
Oh.
Is it all red?
You
Yeah.
look cool to me. Badass,
yeah?
I got punched in the eye kind of thing.
Or I
have
but
a
you should see the other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
His 3 eyes. I punched them.
Totally. Yeah. I think it looks good.
That windshield wiper is really big. Did you have to get an extra large one?
Maybe.
Because there's a lot of real estate up here. You know what they say about people with big foreheads? That their brains
They don't
aren't
need oxel supplement.
No, I think you went to... What? What are you guys doing in my... What?
I was just looking around. You left us alone.
Okay, no. That is
it's
to
just
regrow digits that get blown off.
Certain
Clearly worked
digits.
real well, didn't it?
That's
All
crazy.
right, we're going to... Okay, cool. We're just
Wait,
gonna
why
talk
would you
about the
leave us
arm.
alone in your apartment and not? I don't even know you. Of course, I'm going to go through your stuff. It's
I don't
just
think that
something
follows immediately
Absolutely.
from I don't know you to I'm going
If I
to
leave
see
a stranger alone in my house,
It's not what's important.
Okay.
Did you get your cataphract working?
Yes. Yes.
Because
Everything is... What?
we need to figure out what to do with this remnant.
Okay. Well, there's just been a lot. Okay, but I'm back in the game.
Excellent.
Daddy's home.
should we see if
That's what I
Elise
used
is
to-
awake?
Actually,
Oh, Elise. Yes, I got to show her.
Yeah, maybe your grenade burst
you
woke
weren't-
her up.
you weren't able to, wake her up, but you
Yes.
were able to wake her up because, well, you made a giant explosion. You can see her stumble out. She's shaking her head a little bit. She's finally woken up.
Hey, how are you doing? Look at, see? I told you I was the cataphract pilot. How are you? You doing okay?
She looks at your cataphract. What is that?
What do you...
Then she suddenly, it dawns, you see this expression, oh, that is a beautiful cataphract. Beautiful.
It's a scout mech, yeah.
That's
It's supposed to...
beautiful.
All
It's
right,
beautiful.
okay. Listen.
Still a lot of smoke in here. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, it's not the it's a bit patchwork, but it works, okay? It does the job.
All right, well, I owe all of you for saving my ass, and so I'm going to have to get out of here and make sure my cataphract is okay, and you be careful with what you took there. You know, I don't know who Lau was dealing with, but obviously it wasn't anyone good. What, you seem confused.
Well, can you tell us anything about what that remnant does?
We think it might be some sort. It might be some kind of logos. We're not sure, but if it is, then it could be very valuable. Depends
Some
on.
kind of
The
what?
logos?
It's a celestial artifact that contains information that could be totally worthless or make you into wealthy beyond your dreams. You need to have it checked out.
Okay.
So do any of you have any friends who can help you check it out?
Like an expert in remnants or something?
Yes, an expert in remnants. You do have, you do have an expert in remnants. Aren't you an expert in remnants? Where did you learn?
I dabble, but I do know Phaedra Nath.
Oh, you went to the Nath
is
Institute.
that?
Yeah, she's the director of the Nath Institute.
Ah.
So-
You know
Specialist.
her?
I know her.
Like, pretty good? Like, if she had a bloodshot eye, you would tell her
Yeah,
kind of thing? Okay,
I
cool.
call
So
her
maybe
Phaedra, not Miss Nath.
Should we call
It's a
her
pretty good
Miss
start.
Nah?
I actually don't know.
Okay.
Where
Well,
would
that sounds promising.
You should probably do that soon because, again, I said it could be worth a lot, and if Lau was working with anyone, they'll want it back. So I wouldn't dally.
Okay.
I'd go with you, but, well, my cataphract is my life, and as you know, and I have to go and make sure that it's not torn to pieces by other salvagers. So again, thank you for everything that you've done, and I've got to get out of here. You hear her go onto her link, and as she's walking out, and you hear her say, "Hey, Tom, yeah, it's been a goddamn goat rodeo. Can you do me a favor?" And then she's gone.
Bye, Elise. Wait,
Need any
before-
mods? Let me know.
Before we go anywhere, what
Yeah.
were we going to say?
No, just go ahead.
Okay.
She's cool. I was going to.
She's
We
cool.
have the cataphract pilots. We have a handshake, but I couldn't.
Sure.
I was going to do it, but I couldn't let you guys
Of
see it.
course, yeah.
So-
I was just thinking that if we are going to, investigate this remnant and stuff, see how much it's worth, we should probably make a kind of, agreement about splitting the value that we may receive. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you seem to be making an assumption that we're going to sell it. We don't know
Well,
what it could. We don't know.
I know,
I
but-
cannot leave this empty-handed and empty-pursed.
Well, there's a reason that we left empty-handed, and that's because you separated the head of our employer from his
true.
We
body.
didn't leave empty-handed.
Well, okay, don't come on the head. Look, we got it.
forgot
Yeah,
that.
very impressive. You
I think
kind
you
of
should leave
flashback
that
up.
somewhere else. I don't know why you keep bringing it around.
I
It
just,
makes me smile.
yeah. Can't read the gnats. Good. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, by the way, when you bring up Lau's head like that, you hear a buzzing coming from your purse. Who's keeping the link that Lau? Are you keeping Lau's link?
Sure.
Yeah, it's buzzing right now. Someone's calling.
Pick it up and look at it.
All right. It's got an unmarked, you don't know who's calling. It's basically unmarked.
Well, you're the only guy. You answer it.
What?
Oh,
But
yeah.
you're the only one with a male voice.
All right. Okay. Oh boy.
You can answer it?
Sure.
Can you get rid of your accent?
Yeah, do it for a second.
Hold on.
Lau! Lau, where the fuck have you been? Have you fucking fell into a vat of pudding that you were eating. You...
All right, chill out. I am fine. We had a bit of a setback, and now everything is good.
Okay, roll your deception. That's let's say DC 12. What's your deception?
Deception is -1.
I gave the link to the wrong person.
Okay.
All right. Well, you never know. Maybe okay.
They're rolling a 12? No, rolling a
20 sided. 20 sided.
Oh, yeah, right, sorry. Oh my goodness. I rolled a 5.
So 4?
Oh.
So it's a 4,
Are
absolutely.
not Lao.
I
you don't
am
even sound.
so.
Wait,
Don't
where's
you recall?
Lao?
Give it to me.
Who's that?
This is low. Sorry about that. That was some guy. I'm battling.
Tell her who it is, Lau.
I crippled
your
stuff by
friend.
the phone.
Yeah.
A
By the
DC
link.
20 deception check. You might be able to somehow recover.
Wait,
What's your
Let me see.
deception?
my deception is +6, bitch.
Oh, darn it.
What's that? 14.
That's not good enough.
Oh,
You don't even have a man's voice. We're coming for you. Click.
Ooh.
Did he hang up or did he just say click? Can we...
Well, she. It was a she.
I think
It was she.
Yeah,
Got it.
she hung up.
it's
So-
a she.
Call back. I've got it this time. No?
You want to make this worse?
It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
All right. So, do you want to head to this Nath Institute?
Well, we still haven't decided. We don't know each other very well.
Very
It's
true.
true.
So it's like, what if we go and we find out this is like worth, so much, and then we're like, and then some, Shelley over here, I don't know, she could take it and run off.
No,
Who knows?
It could be very dangerous. I don't
That's
think we
true
should.
too.
Shelley gave me a forehead wiper. I don't think she would do that.
Yeah, you never know.
don't
Sometimes
think
people are very deceptive.
You're trying to figure out the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen. It could be worthless. One of us could die along the way, and we might split it 3 ways instead of 4.
Okay, let's just put our little, limbs in and just make a promise that, we'll equal parts, split 4 ways, whatever happens.
Okay, but I don't want to agree that we're going to sell it. This
Right.
might be
I'm not
something
saying we
important.
sell it. I'm just saying whatever we do,
if
we do it together. We're a team. Yes.
What do you think, Ursula?
If this will get us out of this stinky apartment and into doing something worthwhile,
look,
fine.
he didn't-
Stinky winky apartment.
You're the one who ate my food, okay?
Yeah, well, that smell good anyway.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go
3,
team,
2,
yay.
1, go team! I love you. Okay, we're ready.
Where
Okay.
are we going to the Nash Institute? Nath Institute?
I didn't commit to love. Just
I
No,
did.
that's fair.
That's okay.
fair.
I'll
So,
hold it.
you know how really well do you know Miss Nath?
fairly well. I've studied there. I did have a bit of a lab accident previously, but I don't think she's aware. So I think we'll be fine.
Okay,
Weird.
all right. Well, it's our best lead, possibly. So
Are you taking everything that you've found so far in your adventures with you?
Maybe not Lau's head.
Come on.
Just leave it here. So we can't.
It's
taking it around.
it's an intimidation tactic. A lot of ancient Earth cultures would hold on to the heads of the enemies that they bested as a way to both intimidate future aggressors as well as to be reminded of their own strength.
Can we put it in a bag or something?
I'm just perhaps
Fine.
we just had a not smooth phone call with one of his associates, so we were carrying around his decapitated head. I don't know, maybe not what we want to advertise, but in a bag, sure.
I'll put it in a bag.
Okay,
All right.
not
You're
one of
gonna-
my bags though.
You're gonna take it in the bag, and I just want Ursula to make a perception check. DC 10.
5.
Darn it! You managed to exit without seeing something that was gross. that I really wanted to describe. But anyways, so you got really lucky, Isaac. They didn't find any of your embarrassing stuff. Just a few things, but those were like just, you know how it is.
Scratching the surface.
I know. It was, you got out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to do a quick scene change as you head to the Nath Institute.
Preparing to transfer now. This is your last chance to bail, June.
Do it. Loaded weapon is a hell of a way to greet your new partner.
So you're June.
We're burning time. Now that we're all best of friends, let's make each other rich.
I'm not just here to look pretty. I've got away with celestial tech.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired. Many thanks again for your help. You should have been honest.
This place is forbidden. The price is death.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
All right, so you're all headed to the Nath Institute. Now, I know you might think that nothing that went on at Isaac's apartment will have future consequences, but trust me, you did do well. You'll see. Anyways, so you arrive at the Nath Institute, and you actually got a message from Phaedra saying that she's going to send her concierge to meet you. And she's quite excited to see this, what did you call the item that you're going to show her?
An unknown remnant, potentially a logo.
Yeah. She's very excited to see it. So she made time for you immediately. So she obviously trusts your judgment on whether it's worthwhile or not. Anyways, you actually are only waiting for like a minute before you see an expressionless man with round glasses and pursed lips show up in front of you. He looks at all of you. And he takes out a face scanner and looks at you, Shelley. Face, please. He scans your face. You are who you say you are. Follow me, please. He starts walking. He's very stiff down the hallway. We are going to the private wing. You will be you are here to see Phaedra Nath. You should be very honored.
So
We're very, very honored.
Yeah.
Okay. You follow him down multiple corridors. You can see that there are professionals and students, walking through doors and through corridors. And you're kind of familiar with this entire place. So it's like walking down memory lane. But soon you're not walking down memory lane because you're going into an area of the Institute you never were allowed to go before. So that's kind of exciting. And after a little bit, you come into a room. And inside this room, you can see that there are skylights that have some lights streaming in, though some have been blocked off. You also see what looks to be different displays, and even you see glass containers that you assume have preserved artifacts or remnants of some sort. But the main thing you see is a young woman with a pixie cut, white hair, and eyes like diamonds, and you recognize her immediately. This is Phaedra. So, she's standing there, and she nods at her concierge. Thank you, Sean, for being so punctual. You see him, the concierge, obviously his name is Sean. He finally smiles and, yes, thank you. Then he walks off, obviously pleased.
Hi, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
All right, he doesn't seem to acknowledge your...
That's expected.
Phaedra says, it is good to see you again, Shelley. You look great. Amazing. So, you brought a remnant with you, haven't you? And who are these friends that you have?
Yes, they are my friends. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Yeah, I'm Orwell. Nice to meet you.
A talking pig? I mean, an awakened pig.
Awakened boar. Sorry, that it happens a lot, but I'm a boar, not a pig. Just so you know.
Oh, I apologize. I shouldn't make assumptions. I apologize.
It's okay.
What about your other? You have bonded with a silicate. They call you
A silicate?
Yes, a silicate. I'll call you a silicate. A silicate. You're a silicate.
Her name is Ursula. You can be...
Ursula.
Look, this is not the time, but...
My name's Ursula.
It's nice to meet you, Ursula. You are...
Name wrong.
I would love to get to know you better. You are a very rare specimen here
So they tell me.
on Leiden.
My name is Isaac. Good to meet you.
His eye's not normally like this.
I can't see his eye yet because he's in his... Well, you're a cataphract pilot.
I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you going to open up your... You're going to open up your cockpit, so she does see your eye. She does see your eye then.
My eye is not normally like this.
It was no one's fault.
It's true. Listen, we had a question for you about the nature of the remnant.
Yes, we would like your assessment of what it is and origins, its powers.
I see the remnant.
Oh, yes. I give you the remnant.
She takes the remnant. Did you find anything else when you were in the Foundations?
Yes, I found coordinates to potentially a sort of star system.
Oh, you mean within this remnant? Or did you find another?
No, they were separate.
You remember you had the disc?
Yeah.
You want to show her that?
I show her that too.
Yeah, she takes that.
There was also the creed.
She seems less excited.
Oh, yeah.
She seems very excited about the first remnant because she's looking at it, and you can tell you haven't. You've never seen her this excited before. When you were at the Institute, so she says, "Would you be able to give me a few moments to look over these? I won't leave the room with them. Don't worry. And you have free reign. You can take a look around. Just don't touch anything, and I can." Tell you what this is.
I'm going to do an
Hopefully.
insight check.
Okay, well, you're inside.
Stop.
It's a close here. There you go. Okay.
22.
Hey.
Yeah, she seems very forthright. She's probably not a good liar from what you can tell. So, and she has said she's going to stay in the room with you, so you trust that she's not duplicitous in any way.
I would like to kind of explore the room. I know she said we couldn't touch anything.
All right, well, she's going to go off and let you all explore the room while she tries to figure out what this remnant is. This is what you can explore. So Phaedra's chamber has, there's two big displays. One is a statue of a humanoid with a reptilian visage. And then another is a grotesque assembly mimicking the twisted intestines and they look like they would be, the intestines themselves are like the size of a horse. And then along the walls, there are a dozen smaller glass containers, each of which you assume holds some sort of valuable artifact that is labeled. So you can investigate the containers along the sides of the walls or one of the major displays. Why don't we go through you, but we'll start with Ursula this time.
I'm gonna go meander by the glass displays of the artifacts.
All right. You start looking at them. The first one you come across, it has a label that says destroyed relativistic predator guidance system. You could roll your history, DC 20.
Net 1!
All right. They're just a bunch of words to you. You have no idea what they are.
It's destroyed.
Then
Not that interested.
the next one, it says dead tectonic seed. DC 20 on this one if you want to try it.
Oh, why not?
This one's actually botany.
Seem to be rolling real well this
Yep.
game. So
DC 20 botany.
well, it's 13 plus whatever, so
That's
not 20.
Well, it's still, you're like, that sounds interesting, but it's dead. And then you come across something called the stabilization unit for a slow chair. It's weird.
Slow chair.
Yeah. You're going to have to get a natural 20 for this one, but maybe you'll get it.
Nope.
All right. So, but you're still looking at them. Meanwhile, Isaac, you're in your cataphract, so you have to make sure you don't bump anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Horse gut statue.
Okay, you, of course. Bong, 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 bong. You come over to the horse gut statue. Well, it's actually not a statue. It looks like it's actually the preserved. Well, you don't know what it is, but so this fleshy object is the size of a horse. It looks like intestines that are twisted together. Okay. There is a console with the words displayed on the screen, press for description, and there's a button labeled start that's highlighted beneath those words.
I would like to examine it first. Is that okay? Or should I just press it? I feel like I should examine it a bit.
Okay, roll your botany.
Okay. 11 plus 0 botany.
Yeah, they're really gross looking, maybe intestine. It's hard. You don't know what they are.
Okay, I would like to slam that button.
Okay. You, actually make a dexterity check to make sure you don't slam it too hard.
Dear, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, you when you say slam it, remember cataphract hand.
Absolutely. I got
so
a
just,
bit.
Just a DC 8 to not do something bad. What do you roll?
15 plus, what is my dex?
Oh, you do.
2, yeah.
You do it. All right. So you don't destroy the console. You actually slow down at the last moment and you're like, boop.
Deftly.
And a voice just says, on display is the stomach of a Leiden Earth Dragon. Oh. Before their extinction, the Earth Dragon's impact on the formation of Leiden's early economy cannot be understated. As Earth Dragon's physical composition of advanced bioware components, almost all of which could be usefully repurposed, led to an entirely new and unique industry. The stripping of the carcass of a dragon would lead to bioware which could be incorporated into a wide range of... It continues on. So you're like... It's the guts of something called an Earth Dragon that's now extinct, and it had bioware, which is like part, essentially biological, but also mechanical parts.
We use every part of the Earth Dragon.
Yeah, and it's like, and you could use it for things, and it was an important part of the economy until there were no more of them.
Such is life.
So, meanwhile, Shelley.
Are all the guts taken?
Yeah, he's already looked at the guts.
What's the other item again?
Well, there's still more, there's lots of containers along the side if you want to continue there, or there is the statue of the reptilian-like thing.
I'll go into a container.
Okay. I can't believe you're letting Orwell have a chance to explore you're just playing with fire. But anyways, okay, so you start exploring, and the first one says expanded aerolite segment. You want to roll a DC 20, that would be actually electronics. No, well, let's say electronic. What do you get?
19.
Oh, nope. Nearly, no. You're like, you could almost but then it slips away. It's like one of those things where you just nearly have it. You're pretty sure that you learned what that was in a class here that you probably slept through part of, and it just doesn't come to you. You're like, now well, you can always look at the next one. Do you want to look at the next one?
Yes. I don't want to leave empty-handed.
All right. It says protomatter, volume 8,000 cubic centimeters. That's just a DC 20 history check.
Oh, no. 9.
It's on to the next one. Oh, now this one sounds interesting. A Nightmare Factory example catalog. You're like, that just sounds like, whoa. What is a Nightmare Factory example catalog? Roll this is a history one.
Okay.
There's no way you'd know the technology behind it.
20.
Oh boy. Now I'm going to have to remember this from memory. But okay, so yes, you start remembering about the Nightmare Factory. Oh yes, it was a very weird celestial remnant, rare, and no one's figured out exactly what its original purpose was 10,000 years ago when it was developed, because it's just kind of a ridiculous device. As you essentially, the person who uses it first has to have a device implanted close to the person that they want to target, and then they use the nightmare device to essentially read their deepest fears, and the Nightmare Factory creates something that is pretty well the scariest thing that they could ever lay eyes upon. And then, you don't know, it's been used by humans and other, when it's been found as an assassination tool, but it's the most ridiculous tool. It's got to be, everyone's postulated that it must be useful for something that's not, there's so many easier ways to kill someone, unless Celestials, whoever created it, was just depraved. But you have to believe that's not it, that humanity has just misunderstood why it reads someone's deepest fears and why you can use that to create an artificial version of it. It's not alive per se, the thing it creates. It's more of a, an automaton that just acts in every way possible to frighten you. There have been stories of it doesn't actually have to assassinate its target because its target dies of fright upon seeing it. It's that accurate.
Ooh, I take a note that it's here in case I want to come back.
Anyways, what you found, if you ever want to look, you're assuming that the example catalog is an example of all the different kinds that have been used or cataloged of, so all the different nightmares that were created, and they probably have visual recordings of them. They might even have visual recordings of the assassinations, which you probably don't want to look at, but maybe you do because you're a little, dark. But anyways.
Yeah, I looked through the catalog.
Well, you can't right now because it's locked.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can't look through the catalog. Anyways, meanwhile, we have Orwell.
I want to touch the big lizard guy.
Of course you do. All right, there's a console on it. Do you want to press the button, or do you just want to touch the actual statue?
I like to touch the statue and then press the button.
All right.
With my little hoof.
Okay, well, you start touching this statue. You realize it's not really... Well, no, it is. It's hard. You don't know if that's the statue or if it's... Because, it has coloration, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but it is... But you press the button, and then you hear the voice start talking to you about what it is. And the voice says... The Centauri cluster is home to many Eden worlds perfect for life, yet it also harbors countless hostile environments with deadly climates. Amidst these hellscapes, valuable resources await, and these are mined by the Archivir. These changelings, as displayed here, were created through genetic tinkering, and they thrive in extreme conditions. Recognizable by their reptilian appearance, Archivir are engineered for survival. Their scales detoxify their blood, shedding daily to maintain health. They possess... Anyways, it goes on and on. But then at the end, you hear it say, a colony of Archivir can be found on Leiden's sister moon of Sang. You're like, both these things are in the same, they're on a sister moon.
Yeah.
You could maybe one day meet one. They look scary, but they're supposed to just be, workers.
I like his
mining
little
stuff.
face.
Yeah.
Nice face.
Oh yeah, because there's.
I wonder if you could have an Archivir as like a pet or something.
Oh, maybe.
Great.
Maybe. You never know.
Could is that within earshot of?
Yep.
Did I hear what she? What?
Yep.
What, okay, perfect.
Oh, then I would like to come running when I heard tinkering.
Everyone's like, what's going on? Actually, could I have Ursula? Ursula, I need you to make a perception check.
How did it go?
8.
Never mind.
Why can't... Oh, I could do perception. Why is Ursula always perceiving things?
I'm usually good at it.
I'll give you the next perception check.
Great.
So,
She just has bad luck. So
as you're heading
someone
over
else should do
there,
it.
actually, Phaedra approaches you, since you're all together now, again, and she looks even more excited, so excited. This is an Ekron sphere. This is so exciting. I couldn't believe it, but it must be. It must be. It seems like it is. Do you know that this might be worth billions? You guys are like, she must have kind of fumbled that it was meant to be an M million. She couldn't have just said billions, because that just seems like far too much money that you could ever comprehend. Anyway, she continues. This Ekron was do you want me to tell you about Ekron? She's very careful with, she almost seems like she's holding it very carefully. So it looks pretty sturdy, but you can tell that she thinks it's incredibly valuable. So she's not, and you know that she doesn't fake or lie things. So you're like, she's holding on to billions of credits, perhaps, if she's right. So you are, anyways. She says he was a crowned celestial who felt that humans, they deserve to be able to determine their own fate, and he began sharing. In the Crown Dominion, they don't share their technological innovations with their human colonies. But he started to, and, well, that didn't go well. The Five Queens hunted him down, and what happened was his badly damaged starship arrived in the Malik Bell star system. The Malik Bell star system is this star system, the star system we're in, but this was before humans had come here. This perhaps several centuries before we even arrived. But the reason we know all this is because, have you heard of what a logos is? This is what Elise had mentioned before. So this Ekron sphere is a logos. It's a logos sphere, but we call it an Ekron sphere because he launched several of them, dozens perhaps, who knows, so that they could be discovered by humans, because they can only be activated by humans. And they contain technological information explained in a basic, for us, way so that we can actually learn celestial technologies that would otherwise be beyond us. Only, I think, 2 or 3 have been discovered. The last one was 3 decades ago. It's been so long. And I say billions, perhaps it's not, but it is worth a lot, whatever it's worth. And we have, this is very valuable indeed. And now we would continue, except for one thing. This was a choice you made way back when you took everything with you, including the link. And the link can be tracked, unfortunately for you. So that makes things a little different now, and you get to make a perception check.
Me?
Yes.
Damn. 6.
All right,
Don't feel so alone.
let's give the silicate one more chance to show off that she has like some super senses. Come on, you can do this.
Oof.
Nope. 4. I mean 5.
Wow. Okay. Well.
What about Shelley? Shelley should do it.
Okay, Shelley. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Let's see if you see
Come on, Shelley.
anything
Wiper
whatsoever.
going, I
DC
can't.
15. DC 15. What'd she roll?
Natural one.
Natural one. Natural one.
Okay, you are all so focused on what, like she's saying.
She
you
said
just hear,
billions.
yes, it's billions, 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 and so none of you notice the shadows appearing over the skylights, like and when there shouldn't be shadows, and none of you hear the footsteps running down the single hallway. None of you notice that there's actually no way out of this place except for the single hallway that you came in, making it pretty well a death trap. But you finally notice things when all the skylights explode downwards and glass comes coming down, and you're like, ah! Everyone has to make dexterity, DC 10 dexterity saving throws.
Here we go.
13.
13.
3.
18.
All right. Well, only Shelley takes damage. And she takes 3 damage. And now you see, a lot of things happen at the same time. From the skylights come 2 constructs. They just essentially, like they have little lines and they ravel down right between you. Then you see an enormous creature. Actually, everyone roll their history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably using the wrong skill here, but
12 for Shell.
22.
Aha!
okay. So what you notice running down, you recognize it immediately. It's a kind of changeling. You know that these changelings can be found both in the Crown Dominion and on Leiden, and they're usually very peaceful creatures. They're called Gath, but they are built for construction and labor, and they're enormous. And this one he's running with 3 men, all with weapons, and their weapons are ready. One of them has a very large, looks like fully automatic weapon with his ammunition draped around his legs and arms, and he's just carrying a lot of it. And then the other 2 seem to be working with him, and the Gath seems to be with them. He seems to be armored up in makeshift metal armor, and he looks like somebody out of some Mad Max movie. You 2 would know what a Mad Max movie is. But anyways, that's initiative time. So everyone needs to get to roll.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Shelley, what did you get?
18.
Orwell.
20.
Isaac.
16.
Ursula.
1.
What? You got your dexterity bonus. What's your dexterity
But
bonus?
it was a nat 1.
Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. That's going to be, so that's pretty well. You go last, but I just want to say, because you 2 had wanted to perfect your fastball special.
Yes.
So now that you are in a cataphract, if Orwell is in contact with you, you can use a bonus action to throw her 15 feet.
Yes.
And she will, if she can attack after that, like during your turn, you'll get advantage, Orwell. So
Nice.
it actually works. You don't have to make a roll or anything. You can just bonus action do it. Now, that means you can't do other stuff with your bonus action, but it's up to you.
Sure. And I would have to be careful not to throw her into a wall or something.
Yes, that would be.
It's pretty powerful.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. That would not be good at all. All right, let's roll for.
I won't.
Oh, I already got that. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so now we have these guys are getting. Well, look at that. They suck. They have a 4 for their initiative, and then, but the little constructs, they almost look kind of cute that burst through the skylight. Wow, they also suck. So, hey, you guys might... This was like a surprise attack that... oh, wait, but they get advantage because it's surprise.
Oh.
Luckily, I said the word surprise at the last moment. So, let's see. What these guys actually got instead of a 4 was a 19. Okay, that's a lot different. See, this is where the surprise comes in. And then the little cute constructs, instead of a 7, they got a 5. No, they got a 7. They get to keep the 7. Okay, because it's advantage. All right, so that still means, Orwell, you get to go first. What are you going to do?
Let's see. Can we close these doors at all?
The only door was this one right here.
Oh, never mind. I think I'm just, so I know oh dear. I'd like to get safely behind this, what's it called? The Archivir
All right.
statue.
Yeah.
And then, I'll start by shooting my drone gun around the corner of the statue at, whoever the
little cute guys?
no, not the cute
these
guys. That's
here?
around. Yeah, those in there.
Which, the big guy with the hat, or just one of the other guys, or the enormous guy, the gaff?
The enormous guy.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. 18.
You hit.
Yes.
Great. Now
Roll for damage.
2 6s, right? Okay. I add them together, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. 11.
Okay, you hit him, and he goes, oh, no, no, oh. And then he hides here.
Oh.
Face in the corner, trying to.
Bad for him.
You seem to have already taken him out of the fight.
Great.
He's like he.
Is he blocking that door?
No, he's just hiding in the corner. He looks, out of the fight. So go Orwell. Look at that. You can see these men look really annoyed. They're like, "What are you doing? Get back out here! Stop being such a coward! Kill that pig!"
I'm a bore, you piece of shit.
All right. By the way, Phaedra, step back here. Well, they can't really. These guys are gonna run up and attack you, Isaac, the cataphract. Well, this guy is going to, with his big gun here, he's gonna start spraying bullets at both Shelley and Ursula. And he might actually catch one of those constructs in the way too. But first, let's see. You have 15 armor class. See, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, they take aim and they fire. And you only get hit once. And you only take... I should have my dice more organized like I did last time. Here we go. Oh. He gets a good shot. 10 damage, which is half of your cataphract's hit points. Then this guy lets loose. He just starts churning bullets all in your general direction. So each of you has to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. No, that's Shelley and Ursula and the little cute construct who unfortunately got caught in the way.
So not me?
No, you're good.
Great.
And you're good too, Isaac.
Okay.
18.
You make it.
Also 18.
Oh, you both make it. And the little cute... You all make it. So you all only take half damage from his barrage, which happens to still be really good. 5 damage. So Shelley, you're at 7. Ursula, you're at 13. And that little construct is damaged. But anyways, that's their attack. So now we go to Shelley. What are you going to do, Shelley? It seems like the big damage guy right now is him, though you haven't seen what the construct can do yet, so you don't know.
The constructs visually look small, so I want to fire the big damage guy with my energy pistol.
Okay, roll to hit.
7.
With all your bonuses?
Yeah.
Well, you go blam, and you miss. So that was it. You can't do anything else. Nothing with bonus action or anything.
No, but is there anywhere in the room where I can take cover?
Yeah, you could take cover from these guys if you went here.
I'll do that.
All right, you take cover, and then Isaac, it's time to show off what your huge machine of killing can do. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I just want to double check. I thought I had 15 hit points. No, I had 20?
That's your, you have 20 for your...
I did have 20. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm at 10. Just double checking. All right.
That's your, you have 15 hit points for your inside,
My body,
your
my
body.
fleshy
But your,
inside,
your
yes.
cataphract has more hit points.
Perfect. Well, I would like to take aim at the big damage guy and bring out my heavy autocannon
Yep.
and shoot the living shit out of him.
What are you going to use? Which one? You have a bunch of choices. You bet. I would. It looks pretty grim right now, so you might want to.
Let's see. Okay. Ooh, so just to load a grenade into my grenade launcher is a bonus action, correct?
No, it's already loaded. That after you fire, yeah.
Oh, it's already loaded.
Yeah.
Do I not have to? Oh, I don't have to preload it.
No.
Okay.
Well, you have to reload it once you fire it.
But I don't have to preload it in on the
it's
turn.
already.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to shoot a grenade at him.
What does it say for that? Is it an area effect?
Oh, probably, right? Because it's a grenade. Let's see. 2 Taurus grenades, 2d8 damage piercing.
So according to your gun, you can fire a grenade instead of using your autocannon.
Yes.
If you aim your grenade right here, it would affect pretty well everybody. Like, well, actually, no. Your friend Orwell would have cover from the explosion.
That's great.
Do you want to just fire your standard grenade?
Sure.
All right. Hopefully I get lots of really bad rolls for saving throws. Here's the 3 saving throws. The blue one is the big guy.
Okay, well, that seems like a bad laugh.
You guys are just not... I rolled a 19, 20, 16. They all save. But that's still... You still get to roll 3 6-siders.
Okay. 9, but then... And just
9?
There's no bonus.
No. But you injured all of them, you know.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
all
you're being very kind right now. I appreciate it.
All right. So they're all injured.
Cool.
But they're all depending upon you, Ursula. You're gonna have to come through for them. Meanwhile, but before Ursula gets to go, we have these 2 cute little constructs that burst through the top. And oh, by the way, yeah, you didn't kill any of them.
Cool. I'm not close enough to Chuck Orwell.
No. No, you're not. Well, you could walk up though. Oh no, but you have to choose. Do you want to Chuck Orwell or load a new grenade? Which one is it?
I think I'm going to Chuck Orwell.
I do.
I mean, if that's with your consent.
I do consent.
Okay. I consented. Preparation.
Okay, you want at the big guy here with the big gun?
Look,
Yeah.
ladies' choice.
No, that's great.
That
Love
guy.
that.
All right, no,
Big
that
gun.
seems like it could be because if you can take him out, you get to go before. You're the only person that gets to go before him and his big gun.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so this is the fastball special. It's going on.
This is what happens when pigs fly.
But meanwhile, first,
That's your line.
the 2 cute little constructs converge on you, Ursula.
Cool.
And your armor class is 15. Both of them shock you. Luckily, you just have to make 2 Constitution saving throws. You have a good Constitution saving throw, right?
Huh? I mean, I think so.
A DC 11. 2 DC 11 Constitution saving throws. They actually don't do a lot of damage,
Where's my constitution?
but
18,
you make it.
20, but not nat.
All right. That's good, because otherwise you would have been stunned and
Shake it off.
It would have been really
Shake it
bad. So they don't do a lot of damage, but they do, every time they hit you, they electrify you and stun you. So they could be... Anyways, it's your turn now. What are you going to do? Are you going to... You're surrounded by these constructs trying to stun you. You're assuming they might have another attack once they stun you that is far worse than a little D4 electrical damage. Sorry, electrical damage. What are you going to do?
Will you do me a favor and just point to where we all are on
So this is you,
me.
and then 2 constructs, and then we have Shelly around this corner here. We have the guy with the big gun. We have his 2 buddies. We have the Gath who's hiding. And we have the big cataphract, Isaac, and we have Orwell, who's now about to go through the air. So I'll put her up there. That's what you see. I'll hang her off. There we go.
Nice.
It seems like they're gearing up to do some sort of special move on the guy with the gun, so I think I'll go after the constructs that are right by me.
All right.
I'm going to, if I use my blade, I can only attack one. Is that correct?
Yeah, and then if you miss, you get to still do the 2 damage.
But if I use my handgun, I could go after both of them.
A handgun in each hand? Yeah, you could. Yeah, so it's up to you. Which one do you want to do?
I'm going to do a cool unholster my...
Oh, but the handguns, you're at point blank range, so you would have disadvantage on both attacks.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not going to do that.
Sounded like it was going to be cool.
You're going to have to take a feat that lets you do that in the future. Maybe when you get level 4, you might be able to take a feat that allows you to do that.
All right, well, I guess I'll... You know what? Screw it. I'm going after the guy with the gun.
But if you run to get to with your guns or with your sword, because if you use your guns, then you can. Oh no, you're going to get disadvantage with the guns anyways because they're beside you. And then
but they would be able to attack me as I'm going past. Oh, fine. I'll just attack one of them with my sword.
All right, roll the hit.
Blade. And also, since Shelly is within 5 feet, correct?
Yes.
So I have advantage on any roll if I'm within 5 feet of an ally because of my hunting pack ability.
Oh, yeah. Well, Shelly, I'll say that Shelly was, and we're not really on the squares here, so I'll be, let's just say, if I'm really going on the squares, yes, 5 feet. Because I didn't place them correctly. So you are with your advantage, so roll to hit twice.
19.
You hit, roll again to see if you get an extra 20.
18.
Well, you hit, now roll for damage.
Let's see, 3, 4, 6.
And what are your bonuses? You got your strength. This is a strength weapon. I'm pretty sure. What's your strength?
Yeah, it's 2 plus 2.
Okay, so 8.
Well, my total roll was 4.
Oh,
so
with how many dice did you roll?
3.
Your rolls are terrible today. Terrible.
I know. It's because they made me hide Lau's head, and so I'm not like taking in the strength of my enemy right now.
All right. Well, unfortunately, that was almost enough, but not enough. And so you are still facing down 2 of these drones. So now that's it. Unless, can you do anything with your bonus action?
You could pull out the head.
Yeah, you could pull out the head. You could use it as a. Do you want to use it as a?
I'm gonna pull out the head and just start showing it to all the enemies, shaking it in front of me, and just yelling at the top of my lungs.
All right, you're psyching yourself up for next round. All you have to do is make.
And
it to
I'm
next
intimidating
round.
them.
I'm intimidated right now. All right, I think that deserves. If next round you get advantage on your attacks.
Nice.
So it's the head. Yeah, you needed to have that head up, and you shouldn't have listened to them. They didn't know what they were talking about.
Trying to dim my shine, dim my brilliance.
All right, so it's all up to you, Orwell.
Yeah.
He's basically got. He says something like, I don't know. He's getting his big giant gun ready to go. He's like, "Wait for it. I'm a sexual Tyrannosaurus." I don't think anybody's gonna. No, you got it. Watch this. He's got this whole phallic thing going with his gun, but you go flying through the air. And you get advantage on your attack. Roll to hit.
Yeah, and I use my phallic thing, my electric prod.
All right, you get 2 rolls.
I have a phallic thing too.
Both.
I add bonus. It's 22.
You hit. Roll for damage. And luckily, he's already injured from the grenade that.
11.
Oh my gosh, that's like way more damage than the grenade did.
Yes, that's why,
All right.
Tried a little of both.
You hit him and he goes, and he's like, I got time to bleed, and then he falls over dead.
Wow,
He does have time to bleed. He
crazy.
did have time to bleed. Anyways, you
I guess
got
he
it.
has a sensitivity to pork.
Yeah. That's
All right.
good.
So
Good.
that was a good fastball special because
You're welcome.
he was about to go, and now his two buddies are like, "Whoa, we gotta shoot this pig." We gotta let go the boar. But
Ooh.
well, Orwell, you only get hit once, but still they are, rifle. These are not
Who's the second buddy?
this guy and this guy.
Oh.
Yeah. You're down to 10, Orwell.
10.
Hit points from 19. So right now, Shelly's at 7, Orwell's at 10, Isaac's at 10, and Ursula is at 9. But
9?
oh yeah, when they electrified you, they only did a little damage, but it was still some damage.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now we just had them go, and now it's Shelly. You got to make up for your like you got to do something here. Everyone's it's bad. It's bad news.
Since I'm in the room with Ursula, I want to point at the head that she's holding up and then fire at the other construct not the one that she fired up, but that one.
Okay, roll to hit.
With my energy pistol. 6.
Well, that's a miss. So you fire again. You're just not having. It's just not your day. You fire, it goes over his head. You whiff on it. But anything else you can do?
Is there someone within 30 feet of me who I can get to with my movement, but who's away from the rest of my party?
But then you would be moving out. Then you'd get an opportunity attack on you by one of the constructs that can electrify you.
On second thought, we'll stay put and just again try to seek cover in the room.
Okay, Isaac.
Yeah.
It's your turn. You're going to have to use the autocannon because you didn't reload the grenade, so it's time to see.
Absolutely.
What this autocannon can do.
First, I want to try a Hail Mary. I'm going to use my 6 seconds of dialogue to try to throw my voice as she's holding up the head and say, "Hey guys, it's loud. It's fine. Calling off the attack."
Roll it.
It's the ghost of loud.
If you roll a natural 20,
okay,
it might be enough to distract them for a few moments, which give you advantage on your attack.
Also, like to add a ooh.
All right, well, what do you get?
A
DC 20, let's say, to distract them.
Okay, we just a flat DC 20.
Yeah.
17.
Oh, is that with all your bonuses?
For what bonuses?
It's deception.
Oh, deception. Sorry, thank you. Ta-ta-ta.
Oh, and the -1. Yeah, that's
it's -1. So
they're you almost make one laugh, but it's not quite enough. He's still got his. He's now aiming at you.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're going after you now. But you have your autocannon.
I level my autocannon at his laughing face. And I get ready to unleash.
Oh, he's no longer laughing. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You like it?
You hear this little.
Here it comes.
You like it? Here it comes.
Roll the hit.
All right. Let's see. Oh, no, roll the hit. Sorry. I got excited. It's 15.
You hit.
Nice.
So now how much damage did your autocannon do?
Let's see. So I got 12 plus 2, so 14.
Oh, yeah. He was right to poop his pants.
That's right.
He's like, he falls back, and it's like one of those movie moments where blood just starts shooting out when he falls onto the ground. You're like, ha! He's dead.
Okay.
Nice.
I'd like to use a bonus action to load a grenade.
All right.
And then also throw my voice again and say, "Loud tried to warn you." Just in case.
All right, just in case. And now that Isaac's gone, well, we're going to have 2 constructs. One of them is going to attack Shelley, and one of them is going to attack Ursula. All right, the one on Shelley. Oh, you have a 12 armor class. Hits! And the one on Ursula also hits. Each of you has to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw. And the brown is for Shelley damage. So, you each only take 1 damage, so that's good.
7.
6.
But even though you're both stunned. Oh. So you're both like, you're like, they're basically electrifying you. You're like, so that's not good. But luckily, Orwell,
Yes.
you're going to have to save the party.
Okay.
You look really good. You were like, wow, look at 2 people went down and things are going, and then 2 of your friends are now like dancing around with electricity coursing down their bodies.
Right. Okay.
Skeleton dance.
I am. So this says that I can use a bonus action to make my shoulder gun just like do, like targeted stream of rounds. Do I have to do that after an initial action? Or?
Burst mode.
Yeah.
Oh, it's burst mode.
Can I
And
just
what does
do
burst
it?
mode do?
It just it's attacks a target in range with a steady stream of rounds.
And what does it say after that?
If the drone is out of ammo, you can use a bonus action to reload it.
Does it say anything about damage or?
The burst mode inflicts suppressed state.
Oh,
Expend
okay.
all ammo to inflict
Thank
suppressed
you.
Oh,
state.
okay. So yes. So suppressed state is they'll have to take cover, but so you could do it. You can get them both to lie down and go into a suppressed state.
Okay.
But that won't do damage to them. But
Not even the shooting them a bunch. That one.
probably don't like right now because everyone's together. So Ursula's right there. So if you
That's true.
and she's like while they're taking the suppression, she's going to be like.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna take my shoulder gun and just shoot one of them. Yeah.
Which one? The one that looks.
The one closest to Shelley, I think.
Okay, roll the hit.
Yeah. 19.
You hit.
Bitch.
When did Orwell become?
Orwell's a star. 7.
That's exactly what you needed.
No,
All right. Yeah, you got that. Yeah.
Oh my
That was like
God, I'm a hero.
the-
All right.
I'm a hero.
See?
So-
I bring out the head, and everyone starts doing better.
Good point.
Except for
Love.
me.
Except for you.
So that means now, Ursula? No, wait. I'm totally confused. She's stunned. Yes, I was confused. Why did Ursula not get her turn?
Shelley and I are stunned.
Yeah. So Ursula, you did have your turn, and now you are no longer stunned, but you were stunned, and you missed your turn. So now it is Shelley's turn, and you are stunned. And now it's the end of your turn, and you're no longer stunned, but your turn is over. But before that happens, we have to take the one soldier who's still alive. Who does he think is the most dangerous? Orwell. Well, he still has.
I forgot that.
Yeah, he's gonna go. He doesn't care that you call yourself a Borg. You go, die, pig, die! And he hits you.
Damn.
Uh-oh. Your your heroism might result in you going down if I roll an 8 or higher. A 9.
9!
Now you're not dead. It just goes, blam! And you go, ah! And you fall over. Blood is streaming out of your side. He goes, ha! I'm going to turn you into bacon!
That's so offensive.
So now Shelley's no longer stunned. And now, Isaac, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to turn my still smoking heavy autocannon at this guy's face.
Which one? The soldier here?
Yes, the soldier.
Okay.
And I'm just going to unload.
Shoot him. Roll the hit.
Thank you. That's a 9? No. Yes. 9.
Okay, you're like, he basically dodges over here as you come at him. You're like, blah, 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 and like chunks of wall are flying everywhere. And he's just laughing at you. He's like, you can't hit it. And then you hear him go, oh, oh. You don't know what's going on over there. But now it's...
Wait, can I throw an unconscious pig?
No.
Okay.
Good that way you could.
I wouldn't. I just want to know if it's in my wheelhouse.
What would do for anyone?
Now, for Ursula, we have, oh, yes. He's getting lonely here, so he's going to try to stun you again. And he misses, which means that, Ursula, you are now unstunned. By the way, you can see what's happening over here, which is that the Gath has picked this guy up, and then he slammed him up against this wall multiple times until he went down. So, it looks like he's changed sides. You don't know why. But, anyways, what are you gonna do? There's this cute little construct. He's small. He's only been electrifying you a whole bunch. And you get advantage because of you still have that advantage. You still have the heroic inspiration from that scream. So if you want, you can attack with advantage. He also only has 1 hit point because that's what you reduced him to last time. So remember when I said so he's on his last legs and you have advantage. And he's the last guy. You gotta be able to do this. I'm totally jinxing you.
Don't jinx me, James.
I might be jinxing you, but all right.
I'm going to turn towards him and grin evilly and take my blade, point it at him, brandish the head and say, "Let's get loud."
All right, roll the hit. Advantage.
9.
You get to roll twice.
10.
Was it 10 on the dice or 10 with the bonuses?
12.
You have grays
12.
anyways. It doesn't matter because you have grays. So even though you totally somehow managed to screw it all up and miss, you still graze it and it dies. You're like, you did it. And the construct is destroyed and silence descends upon the chamber. Well, except for the gasps from your awakened boar. It's like blood coming out. Is anyone going to help the awakened boar? Blood's going on.
Yes,
Who's going to
I
help?
used up all my grow fleshes on our last battle.
I
You
think
go
I
there,
did
roll your
too.
medicine.
Oh, we can roll for medicine?
Yeah,
Oh my god, okay. Anyone else in case I... 4.
Oh,
You haven't made a good roll.
I haven't
I know,
made
and you're like, I've never seen it. I don't know. Oh, it's so
it's
gross.
the MVP come down. It happens.
Yeah. What about you've been so successful at healing so far. Maybe do you want to give it a try?
Yeah.
Okay, roll your medicine.
Hey.
14.
All right. You kind of bonded over the whole apartment thing, and you need to make up for nearly killing Elise in her bed when you tried. No, you didn't do that. But yes, you're able to patch her up.
Orwell, I can't eat all this trail mix by myself. You gotta stay with us, bud.
All right, Orwell has been stabilized, and we're going to now take a break. And when you come back, we'll find out. Well, we'll find out what's up with this big guy.
Yeah.
And so let's get something to eat because we're all hungry.
She was not only brilliant, but courageous. To save her planet, she was willing to sacrifice everything and travel to the stars. As a frontier world, we were barely hanging on. Desperate, we tried digging up our past to find the key to our future.
Max, we need to head back. There's too much interference.
Hold on. I'm getting a reading. I can't...
Max!
No! Wait!
Max! Max!
found that day was a miracle. It would be our salvation. And she used that ship to explore the far-flung corners of the galaxy. A traveler on the hunt for celestial treasure.
Careful, Max.
The data structure is incredibly dense. This is it. Tom! Stay down!
She put her life on the line to bring back artifacts to put us on the path to scientific breakthroughs. She risked everything, time and again. But despite her bravery, eventually her luck would run out. Lucky for us, she made it home safely. While she was alive, she was too humble to speak of her adventures. But at least we, her descendants, can honor her memory. Thank you all for visiting the museum today, and safe travels tomorrow. Hey, that's off limits.
She was always charging headfirst into the darkness. I was always one step behind, looking for the light switch. The Celestials hunted us down. I knew they'd keep chasing us until they ripped our ship apart.
Come on!
And I had to save her. So, I led them away from this world, away from her. We both knew the cost of using the gates. When you travel at light speed, time slows to a crawl. It was only days for me, but an entire lifetime passed for her. And in the chaos of those final moments, we never said goodbye.
No! Come with me! Wait! Please! Tom! I love you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have Orwell, who is now stabilized and not dying. And that's when you notice that the Gath, who pounded the head of that last enemy of yours, walks over to the body of Mr. I Ain't Got Time to Bleed, looks through his backpack, takes out some kind of, it looks like a stim pack, and then looks over at Orwell, and then looks at the rest of you and goes, "Me Gigax, me help? Or?"
Yes, please, big guy.
Okay, he walks over and he carefully applies the stim pack to her and heals her up to 4 hit points. Orwell,
Wow.
he looks at you with his big eyes. "Me work for you now. You baddest ass."
Okay. What's your name?
Gigax.
Gigax. Very fun.
Yes.
I'm Orwell.
You are awakened boar, not pig.
That's exactly right,
Yes.
Gigax. Wow.
Me
We're
make
getting
sure
close.
no one call you pig.
That's good. Yes. Look at this. Look at this.
That's
Right.
when you see Phaedra come in. She's obviously a little distraught at the fact that her, laboratory has been blown up from every direction you could possibly imagine, from above and everywhere else. But she says, I must have been betrayed. Who would have let them in? I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I do know that you need to all get out of here, and you need to take Ekron's sphere to someplace safe. You're going to promise me, Shelley, you'll take it someplace safe?
Yes.
She walks over to one of the side glass cabinets, types in a code. Roll your perception, because you're the one that is least likely to be seen.
15.
Oh, you see the code that she types in. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're like,
One. Was it 2?
maybe she has that same code for all of them. Anyway, she takes out an object and she says, this might be useful. It is called a snake sankara. She hands it over to you. She says, I know where you can go. I have a friend who can take you in until perhaps things calm down.
Great.
Okay.
Have you heard of the minister Remembrancer John?
Yes, I know John. Yes.
Oh, you know John?
Yes, yes.
Well, then that is good. You know how to get there.
I do. Yes. The Church of the Guiding Star.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go with everyone here and tell them that I have sent you and that I will pay for any needed healing or anything that you need. I will cover. And lie low there. Don't get into trouble. I'm going to see if I can get you more help. And that's, I guess that's it. I just bid you farewell. Be careful. Obviously, what you have is very valuable, and people know it's valuable. How did they find you so quickly?
Yeah, about that. And I take out Lau's link, drop it on the ground, and smash my heel into it.
All right. She says, oh, well, that's good that that's gone. You're less easily tracked now. So hopefully I'm glad that you figured that out, because otherwise, they might have just showed up at the church too. But anyways, you'll, Cataphract Man, you will take them all to safety?
Yes, absolutely.
I meant Isaac.
No,
I know your names.
Cataphract Man's pretty cool too. I like that.
All right, but I apologize. I've now called you a pig and you Cataphract Man, and I shouldn't.
You have been very helpful, Miss Knapp.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All right.
Phaedra.
Well, be safe, but you should go now.
Okay,
What are you
bye.
Really quick, do you know when the Nightmare Factory catalog is going to be unlocked?
Shelley, there's certain things about you that I think you struggle with.
Oh no.
And I just don't think you shouldn't watch it. I know you want to watch it, but that element of you should really suppress.
Okay. It's good advice. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, bye.
All of you are like, what? What are they talking about?
You don't often
Okay,
get such
bye.
direct advice. Okay.
See you later.
Can I do a
Gigax
quick
with me?
search of the guy with all the ammunition on his body and
Yep.
the big gun before we go?
Yep, roll an investigation.
Is Gigax coming with us?
Yeah. Well, he says, can I come with you?
Yeah, of course. You're my best friend now.
I can carry you on my shoulders if you wish.
Perfect.
All right.
Is investigation maybe called something else?
It's oh, sorry, yeah, you don't have, never mind. I'm still getting used to the fact that there's no investigation. in Exodus. In fact, it's been broken up into several abilities. So instead, just roll your perception. Yeah.
12 with no perception. 13.
Yeah, that's good. You find his wallet, and there is an IC card there, and when you press your finger to it, you can see that it's worth 250. So you can take that.
Heck yeah.
All right, then yeah, you all head out. You have Gigax carrying the awakened boar on his helmet. Just kidding, but there's nothing else I can do right now. Maybe I'll have to get next game session. I'll maybe be able to adjust his miniature if he's still alive. And you all head out towards the Church of the Guiding Star.
Yes.
So, are you going to make your way straight there?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think in our current condition, we probably should.
The remnant.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you're going to make your way through the streets. You're just going to go as fast as you can. Do you want to, like, walk, run, catch, and, like, you can get one of the automated taxi cabs. There's all kinds of things. It's called a globe car.
Ooh.
What are you going to do?
How
Globe
far
car?
away is the church?
Well, if you're walking quickly, it'll be a couple hours. If you take a globe cab, it'll be 5 minutes. If you try to find the nearest train, subway train, about 15 minutes. So it's up to you.
Let's do train.
Globe.
Oh,
Train?
globe car.
Train
Globe.
cab.
Well, how
Globe.
much is the
Globe.
globe car?
It's like you have enough for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
do
great.
that.
Sounds
Time
Yeah.
is of the essence.
Yes.
I'm a cheap ball.
Okay. You use your link to call a globe car, and you're picked up, and you are taken straight away to the Church of the Guiding Star. So your globe car stops at the entrance to the church, and at the front gate, you're met by an usher who seems to know that you're coming. So maybe they got a call from Phaedra. Anyways, the usher basically takes you in to the room of worship. I'm going to take this off. And you can see that it's surrounded by stained glass. And you see a large robed figure. And it's kneeled in prayer. But then he rises and turns to face you. And you realize the true scale of his hulking form. He is an awakened bear. It seems that Remembrancer John is a bear, an awakened one. You finally get to deal with another awakened.
Nice.
He unfolds his arms from his robes. He has an aura of warmth about him. You know that he has a reputation throughout the city as someone to be trusted. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of bear makeup on, so we're going to invite someone to take my place for a little while who does. Our guest game master, Mr. Drew Carpitian. So come on over here.
Wow.
Isaac!
John, how are you?
Welcome. Welcome.
been
You
forever.
brought friends this time.
Yes.
Phaedra told me you would be paying me another visit, as you sometimes do.
Yeah.
I must assure you all, the Church of the Guiding Star is a haven where you will all find safe harbor. Who are your friends?
How will these, I'll let them introduce themselves, perhaps.
Friend is mayhap a strong word, but I'm Ursula.
Ursula, this is our Ursula.
Welcome.
Can we, look, I'll call you, let's meet in the middle. I'll call you Lala. Is that cool? Like Lala?
No.
Okay.
Let's
This may a different. We're it's a thing. We have a bit.
Yes, I've seen your thing with others.
Yeah.
Isaac,
What?
you have, as I believe the kids say, game.
Oh, he does. That's
I
Really?
Sure. No, that's not. Look, this is Shelley.
I'm Shelley. This is my first time in a church.
Ah, Phaedra said you used to be one of her students
Yes.
before. She didn't get into details. Welcome.
Thank you.
all these new things I'm learning in a matter of seconds. I'm Orwell.
Oh,
Nice to meet
Orwell.
another awakened.
Fellow awakened,
Yeah.
yes.
And my friend Gigax is with me. He's a new friend.
New friend. Yeah.
He is impressive.
Yes, he's very large and he likes to carry me, so yeah.
And
he's a good
John
guy.
is, I don't trust many people, but this is as close as I get.
Yes. Yes, we have a long history, and I don't know exactly what adventures Isaac has got you into, but I do know he has a good heart, and he has the best intentions.
And he has game.
And he has game. Which is why I welcome you. This is the Chamber of Reflection, where there are many powerful energies circulating throughout the room. So I urge you to rest here, recuperate. Each of you, let the divine magnetism draw you to a corner of the room, and then I will come speak to each of you individually, and we will help you collect yourself for the trials that surely lay ahead.
Thank you, John.
Thanks. Great.
I knew we would find safe harbor here.
Yes. So once you are all in your respective areas, let me know, and I will come speak to each of you individually.
I would like to go into a pew. Can I do that?
Is there?
If that is where the energies draw you, my child.
Yes, I feel drawn to kneel in a pew because I've seen it before, but never done it myself.
Pew kneeling is a good time.
Pew kneeling.
Well, why don't I speak to you first while the others find their places, and then we will go to each of them.
Okay.
So, Shelley, it is interesting you chose this location because this is where the curious come, those who seek to know, those who want to learn. Do you feel that that is a representation of where you are at in your journey?
Yes.
It is also interesting because it is where people come who seek to know quickly and maybe impetuously, potentially before they are ready to understand. I don't wish to judge, but do you feel this is a potential area you would want to work on?
Yes.
I must urge you, look to the path that is not before you, but that may lie elsewhere. Especially in science, you do not always take the most direct route, and you must learn to accept things as they come and appreciate the twists and turns that will lead you where you go. Are you familiar with the ancient Earth tale of Dr. Fleming?
No.
He was a brilliant scientist, as I've heard you are, from Phaedra herself. But he did not have the best habits. His lab was often messy. He often left his Petri dishes unclean. And one time coming back from a journey, he found a very strange mold growing in his lab. On Earth, it became a very powerful drug called penicillin. By sheer accident, he found his way. And I sense you may result in the same benefits if you open yourselves up to them and allow them to happen.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions you wish to ask about your future or your potential? I am often praised for my wisdom. I'm just being honest.
Where can I learn about Petri dish hygiene?
Now, here's the lesson. Petri dish hygiene is what you don't want, because then you wouldn't have found penicillin.
Right. Okay, I just do leave them scattered about, and
Yes. Embrace your true nature, have the patience, take the winding road, and accept that it may not always be where you look that you find what you seek. I'm going to let you ruminate on that while I go speak to some of your other, we'll say, compatriots, since some of them didn't like the word friend.
Thank you.
Let me go speak to Ursula.
I've made my way into a shadowed corner and sat down on the floor, leaned my back and my head against the stone wall, closed my eyes.
I might suggest the confessional. So.
Can it, Isaac?
It's okay.
Isaac, let me have a little
Of course.
Ursula.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Ursula, welcome to the church. I confess I do not know well many of your kind. I do not understand the struggle that you must bear or the weight and burden you carry. But I'm glad you are here, and I hope you are open to the experiences that you will find in the Chamber of Reflection.
Thanks for hosting us, Father.
It is interesting you've chosen this dark corner, because this is where many of the more chaotic energies tend to manifest and congregate. Some people say this is the corner of wrath, but that is a term I do not like, because for me, wrath is another term for anger, which is also a term for passion, which can also be a term for love. And I feel that there are two sides of the same coin, but you must struggle to find a way to control whether that coin comes up heads or tails. Do you understand what I'm saying, my child?
I don't typically speak in riddles, Father, but I see the logic. Most things are not linear. They're not black and white. There's a lot of shades of gray. Can't have light without dark.
That is exactly. Your wisdom is a tribute to your physical abilities, which I've heard are quite impressive. I've heard you know how to, pardon my bare pun, get ahead in life. I do
rather enjoy beheading.
Do you have any questions? Anything you would like to discuss? Anything in particular you feel you could use guidance with the church?
Unless you know how to find things that are lost. With all due respect to your wisdom, Father, I'm not sure that you can be of much help to me.
Unfortunately, that is something it's very hard to help others with. We must find those things that are lost within ourselves first, and then go from there. I do urge you, look to the others to help and support you, even as troubling as Isaac can be at times. Again, I do know him well, and I know in the end he usually ends up where he's supposed to be, as I feel all of you will. So trust your instincts. Thank you, Ursula. It was very good to speak with you.
Thank you, Father.
Isaac, I see you lurking just barely out of range of hearing.
Oh, yeah,
speak to you now.
But out of range.
Just out of range.
Rest assured.
How are you doing?
It's good to see you, my friend.
Yes.
How's the holy business?
As holy as ever.
There you go.
I'm holying up, I guess.
It's good.
I'm not going to ask you to give me the details of what you've got involved in this time. I know it will just get out of control.
I wish I knew more of the details myself. I'm trying to find my way.
Yes, you found quite the collection of strays you seem to always gather, as you do.
Yes, I think we found each other.
Yeah. I would remind you, it's not just, your arm and body that you tend to sacrifice for others. I sense the pieces of your soul you have given up along the way, and I urge you to take the time to keep yourself in a place of harmony and balance. I know how you are. I know how you can go, and I would say trust your instincts to most people. To you, I would say trust your instincts, but maybe give them a second look.
Sure.
But it is very good to see you again, my friend.
It's good to see you too. You know me better than most. Not many I can say that about.
Yes.
You look great. Maybe a couple more gray hairs.
Yes, I've given up my adventuring days.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've left the church. I assume you are not here to ask me to join you on the missions because those days are gone.
Yes. Yes. Well, you neglected to mention that I've heard stories about your own game before you joined the cloth, but you were gentlemanly about not mentioning that.
Well, I didn't want to show you up, my young friend.
Never, of course.
So please, Isaac, rest and enjoy your time here. I'm going to go speak to the last member of your group.
Thank you. Good to see you, old friend.
Orwell. Hi.
Hello. I just I saw this basin of water. I was thirsty, so I came towards it. But then I got lost in my own reflection in the water, so I haven't drinking it yet. But I was about to. Can I?
I won't say we forbid it, but it is frowned upon. The water is considered blessed.
Maybe the spirit moved me not to drink. I don't know.
I believe, actually, it was brought you here to view upon your reflection, as you said. You got lost in your reflection.
I did.
The reflection is how we see ourselves, and I sense you maybe struggle with things. I've been told you are a bore?
Yes.
My old eyes are not what they used to be, and my sight as a bear was never great.
That's
But
okay.
my nose is as sharp as ever. And I will say, you do not smell exactly like any boar I've ever met.
Well, I'm not like any boy you've ever met, so I'm sure.
I will say, your true self will eventually rise, and you should never be ashamed of whatever you may be, whether it be boar or other. I think you will in time learn that it is not how you define yourself, or it's not how others define you, it's how you define yourself, and you do not need to do it in a way to make others respect you. You will earn their respect through your actions. Do you have any other questions? It's very good to see another awakened. It's so rare that I get to deal with a fellow awakened.
Same.
Yeah.
Awakens don't usually take that much of a liking to me, so it's nice to meet someone who's so kind.
You seem quite charming.
Oh, stop.
But to be fair, I've been told I'm very tolerant.
Oh. Well. Wait, I do have a question.
Yes, please, my
You
child.
said that Isaac had game. Do you have any more information about Isaac I could get? I'd really like to hold it over his head in some way.
Well, the confessional is sacred.
All right.
I cannot reveal.
Whatever. Come on, anything?
Yes. No, nothing. Nothing that would get my friend in trouble.
That's fine.
But I've been told there were certain attachments for that arm that maybe he at one time explored. We'll just go away from there.
Oh, that's great. I'll write that down. Thank you so much.
So, when you reflect, when you find peace, you can stay as long as you want. And when you are ready to leave, please come to me. I will have gifts for you to help you along your journey. And I wish you all the best. And you, as always, are safe here.
Thank
you.
Thank you, John.
You've now had a good night's rest.
A good long rest?
Yeah, good long rest. You're all back up to, full hit points. You have, you're at peak performance. And it's been one of the most restful sleeps you've had in a long time, most likely because, well, you were all very tired. A lot of adrenaline over these last few hours. And, the church is not Isaac's apartment. So
smells better.
Yeah, definitely smells better. So, you have to discuss what are the next steps for you? What do you want to do next? You're safe here, but any of you have any ideas of what you want to do? You have this Ekron sphere that could be incredibly valuable, but then there are people after you who also want it that are most likely associated with Lao in some way that you don't know. Or maybe they aren't. You don't know much actually right now about who's after you. So you do though have a new buddy, Gigax, who you notice that the last one to wake up is Orwell because you're all curled up in the nook of Gigax's enormous arm.
Aww.
But yeah.
Well, maybe I think maybe Gigax give us some insight on the enemy, because he was just the enemy. So maybe we could ask Gigax, what's going on? Like, what do they want? Or where are they? Or
who sent you?
Who sent you? Yeah.
Well, Gigax not know much because they not tell Gigax much, but me know where they took me and where we came from. If perhaps, that I can take you there.
Don't know if that's the best idea.
Yeah, strolling into the belly of the beast holding our
remnant.
treasure. I don't know about that.
So if the remnant can only be used by humans, I feel like the biggest asking price we're going to get is from humans. Perhaps one of the dynasties?
Wait. We're going to wait. We should discuss this.
We should figure out what it does exactly before we decide to sell it. It could be really cool.
I'm not. Also, selling it just means it could get into any hands.
It's true.
We don't know what it does, and we don't want to be at the middle of some sort of intergalactic incident.
Professor Nath said that it takes celestial technology and makes it accessible to humans.
Right.
So maybe we could use it.
It depends on the human, right? If we sell it to someone, they might sell it to a human who might not want to use it for good.
Yeah, I don't think we know the exact extent of its powers, and
it's true.
Right. Think about it, Lala. Come on.
Okay, Casanova.
What? I'm not. Listen. I'm just trying to find a happy medium between. Look, it's a peace offering.
Look, I don't know why you guys went on this mission in the first place, but I did it to make some coin.
Okay, well, you got to stop beheading our benefactors then. I'm not gonna keep rubbing that in your face.
But now we're friends. Now we're buddies, and we're all hanging out.
Look,
and we should go on another adventure.
Listen,
and we
I'm sure. Remember, Sir John told you, gave you some good advice about following your instincts about your teammates. Probably, he says that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah, what did he tell you?
That's not really any of your business, sweetheart.
Sweetheart, that's a good step. That's a nice. That's
nice. That was
building
nice
a bridge.
of you.
That's okay. Listen.
You didn't learn about irony in school, did you?
Hey, Isaac.
Well, then what?
Oh, you go ahead.
Then what do you all suggest? What is it you want to do with the remnant?
Isaac, you have a call on your link.
On my link? Okay.
Yep.
Well, just excuse me.
It says that it's your landlord, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Jeff.
Are you gonna pick it up?
Who's Jeff?
Okay. I will. Should I answer as Lala?
Yeah,
okay.
No.
Jeff, what's up, man? How are you?
Oh, hey, is this Isaac?
Yeah. What's going? What's the?
What the fuck? What did you do to my apartment? What's going on? You blew things up. I can't believe this. I have police here and firefighters. What did you do?
Jeff, listen. What are you seeing? Tell me what's going on.
Oh my gosh, you're just insane. I knew you were insane. You are evicted.
What?
You are evicted.
Hold on, man. I don't know what's going on.
You're done. You're not getting back your damage deposit. I'm taking all your stuff.
Jeff, I paid you first and last. What?
I'd be interested in buying some of the movies.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hang on to those.
Don't touch my movies, Jeff. Don't touch my movies. Those are not yours.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
What? What are you doing,
Jeff? Yet? Oh, let's wait a second here. What story are you on? Oh, we're on 15. Let's see. I think these might make good frisbees.
Jeff!
I think these might make good frisbees. By the way, then you see another call coming in from Lieutenant Katib, who is someone you used to work with on the force, and is also very corrupt. He's your ex-partner.
Yes.
So
does she know that I know that she's corrupt?
Pretty well.
Okay.
You're not exactly the, sneakiest of the.
That's true.
Jeff, hold on. Don't toss the movies. We're gonna work this out, man.
Jeff, toss the movies.
What are you doing? You eat my trail mix?
Jeff.
All right, Jeff. You know what? The apartment sucks anyway. Keep it.
Oh, wow. Gross.
What about the garage?
Right. It's Lieutenant Katib.
Hey.
Hey there, Isaac. It's good to hear you.
Yeah, you too. What's going on?
I'm just seeing how things are up with my ex-partner.
Yeah, pretty. Things are. Hold on. I'm losing you a bit. Can I roll insight?
Yeah. You can roll insight.
Okay. That is 19.
Hey, there's no way she's calling you right now, unless she knows something that's important, because it just is too there's no such thing as coincidence this coincidental.
Right.
So yeah. She says, I'll just be frank with my old partner.
Okay. My partner.
I know you have something very valuable with you right now. You and your 3 friends. The ones that grabbed the Globe cab. Yeah. I know you're at the church right now, and I can have a SWAT team there faster than you can say shit. If you don't want me to do that, since you're already, well, destruction of property, really murder, you've left bodies in your wake. You don't want me to do that, do you, Isaac?
I don't. You're right.
And I have some pretty bad customers, and you know that I know some pretty bad customers that want something, the thing that you have.
I understand, and I have to say I appreciate how forthcoming you're being this time.
So why don't you meet me at the Awakened Market, and you can send in your little piglet with the sphere thing, whatever it is that everyone's so crazy about, and we'll just make a deal there. You can tell me, figure out what you want for the sphere. My contacts can get it for you. And then you know my number. Just talk to your friends, figure it out. So it'll be a
in and out.
exchange. In and out.
Clean exchange.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know me, all I care about is the money.
Understood.
I get a cut. So it all makes sense to me.
Listen, before we agree on anything, is there any way you can send that SWAT team to my apartment?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Checking.
Anyways, you think about it. No, I'm not going to tell you anything more about who's watching you, if I'm watching you right now, or how fucked you are, but you're really, really in it deep.
Understood.
There, Isaac. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see you soon. I was thinking noon today. It's what, 7 a.m.? That gives you time.
Okay.
So I'll expect a call within the next, or even just a message in the next couple hours for what you're asking for. And that's how it should go, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I've got your number, like you said.
All right.
Always a pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Cool.
She breaks it. Now, because you got a 19, which was actually a really good roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, your partner's gonna kill you all. You're pretty like yeah. This was like good. you were thinking, you know her voice, and it could have been, but yeah, there was something there, maybe a little sadness, something you caught, maybe not, you don't know, but you have a feeling that that it's not going to go well.
Sure.
But however, it's also, you do know where you're supposed to meet her.
Yeah.
And you might be able to turn the tables on her, or maybe you can even, there is a little bit of you had a connection with your partner. Maybe there's a way to do a double cross, you don't know.
Sure.
Or maybe you should just all head for the hills and not trust that situation at all. So it's kind of you guys, you should discuss amongst yourselves right now what you're going to do, because it's only 5 hours to noon, and you have this happening, you have the partner, you have the Gath telling you where the location of where he met, where he was stationed with before he came to get you.
And we've got my landlord chucking my 2,000-year-old DVD collection out the window.
Yes, you have that too. But yeah, what are the next steps?
Right. So that was on speakerphone. They heard all that, maybe.
Yeah. We heard that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Well, absolutely not the way that she has in mind. Definitely. I like I said, I don't trust people easily. And
There's no way any of us would be walking out of that situation alive.
No.
Now, they don't know what the thing looks like, right? Mm-hmm. So we could throw together some kind of decoy.
That's so true.
But that doesn't, that's not a, your eyes lit up like you know.
I might make a decoy just in case.
Okay.
Of course. Let's do decoy.
Wait,
Sorry.
Well, no,
what?
go.
No, I mean, no, I don't really have an idea. I thought I did.
Well, I don't either. I just think maybe that's also a bad idea because
Why?
if they discover that we have given them something that is not...
It will give us time, I think. That's all it would be. So if we made a decoy, gives us time for them to be like, we got it. And then they take their little butts back home and then they look at it and then they're like, no, that's not it. And then by then we're on, one of the moons.
Right. But we could just go to the moon now and not have to, because we're doing a risk analysis here. It's cool. I mean, the one benefit is maybe to kind of knock off some of the people who might be after us.
Yeah, pursuing us.
Does anybody have a way off planet?
Not really. There's not been a space flight in quite a bit because of something called the rot, which has been making technology, the space industry has not been doing so well. And yeah.
How did she know we were here and took that? Like, does it matter what kind of transportation we take? Because if we leave and she just knows where we're going, we need to know how she tracked us. Is it because of the globe car?
I don't know.
You're thinking if she knows the people, then yeah, she could have linked into and found out who was one of you paid money for the globe car.
Right.
So
Got it.
that's
So
almost certainly how she did it.
we need to be off grid then.
So we'd have to walk.
It sounds like our options so far are to follow Gigax into the nest of vipers, or walk to the awakened market, take a couple hours, during which time you would fashion some kind of decoy and walk into the other nest of vipers. We have options to potentially get ourselves killed, but I don't know what the benefit is, besides knocking off.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Ultimately, we need to get out of this town, preferably off this planet. We don't have the resources to do that. The only way I see it, as much as I hate to admit it, I think that you are on the right track. I think that we need to con our way into that money that your partner was promising us. Deliver a decoy, get the money, make a run for it.
But didn't you think that she'll just kill us all? So would we even actually get any money?
That's a good question. Also, it'd be putting you in harm's way.
Yeah,
just you.
Right.
I don't know. We don't know who sent Gigax, right? We don't know what kind of cachet they have,
why would we need to go there?
I'm not sure.
I don't think we need to do that.
Should we just take a nap again?
Let's go to sleep. Unless there's something that they know, or
maybe there's some way.
Listen, I understand the risk that we would be putting you at, but if we stationed ourselves on higher ground and were able to keep an eye on things, we could head off any sort of ambush that happened.
And do they know that Gigax is with us? So we could use him.
Oh, probably if they saw us take the cab.
That's true.
Or did they just track the
they wouldn't have had
the
they
payment.
just tracked the payment.
That's true. They don't know. Maybe, So they don't know.
So
about
they don't know we've got a Gigax.
They don't know we
Gigax.
have a Gigax.
Gigax, yes.
Do you have any sort of protective or defensive capabilities?
I have metal on body armor. I practice blocking, yes. I could get more metal armor.
You're a pretty strong guy, yeah, Gigax?
Yes, very, very strong.
Strong like tank?
Yes, strong like
Gigax,
tank.
strong like tank.
Yes.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So Gigax could go to the awakened market. They don't know he's with us, and we could give him some kind of communication device or something.
Gigax spy. Oh, Gigax be spy for
Can
Orwell.
you do that, Gigax?
Gigax do anything for Orwell.
I feel a little.
What? Gigax is great.
He is great. He's great.
Gigax great.
Gigax is great. I feel really good about how much Gigax wants to help us.
He could just be. He just has to have eyes. Okay.
and look and tell us. I don't know. I'm not a fucking spy. I don't fucking know.
Gigax, solve everything.
Okay.
Make things good.
Shelly, what are you going to make a decoy out of?
My materials.
Okay.
Wait, if we have a
My
decoy,
gear.
where do we put the actual?
We could, I don't know. Here's the other thing. We could just find some kind of, 4 or 5 person disguise and try to get out of town somehow.
No, Gigax, save all of you.
Oh.
Gigax, would it fulfill
Gigax, you really want to do this?
Yes, Gigax, help you.
How do we feel about Gigax taking the point on this one?
Would it fulfill your purpose to?
I think you're leading.
Fulfill purpose.
You might be leading the witness, Shelley.
Oh!
I think you're leading the Gigax here.
Is there any way we can find out, like something about our enemy? Like how many people will be at the Awakened Market? Things like that.
I could call her back.
You have other contacts that are in the Force that you could try to reach out to if you wanted to, but
Okay.
that would be risky.
Oh yes, very possibly. Yes, I don't know who to trust.
I had somebody I dealt with a few missions back that might be able to help you with the decoy.
Who is it on that?
Well, Romeo, his name is Phil. He's a bit of a hacker, if you will, a tech enthusiast. He owes me one. Might as well call in the favor now.
Guess I'm not the only one with game.
Nice.
I remind him of a reptile. He's real into amphibians and
Hey, we don't.
Insect.
Weird.
It's fine.
We don't need to know
It's
that.
it's fine. No judgment.
much
We're in the church.
information.
We're not going to,
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it. First his arm and its extra parts. Anyway.
What? Say what? Who said what about my arm?
I don't know, nothing.
Okay.
Extra
Yeah, sure.
attachment.
Call up Phil.
All right, so it's you want to do the Awakened Market using Gigax's help and Phil. All right, that's good. You know what is so great about this is I had no idea what was going to happen in the next session, but now I do kind of.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're going to get to talk to Remembrance of John one last time so that he can give you some parting gifts before you go on this suicidal mission.
Yeah. For one person in particular, it's a bit suicidal.
But yeah, good thing remembering Gigax. I did not remember. Who brought up Gigax again?
I did.
Oh, you did.
He's my friend.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Mr. Remembrance or John, you need to tell them what their gifts are.
Hello, my friend.
John! Oh, man. I missed you. You were on the other side of the church.
I was, doing church stuff.
You're churching it up.
So Isaac tells me you will be departing. He says you are going off to fulfill your destiny. I think he might have used different words like do something really, really foolish, but I'm sure it will work out fine. But I want to make sure you at least have a fighting chance. And so the church doesn't just nurture the soul, we also nurture the body. I'm going to bestow upon you a few gifts to help you on your journey. We always have grow flesh. I will give you some grow flesh. We also have a Racer Tracer Inhaler, which is quite handy. And a plasma gill. Isaac, you can add that to your inventory.
Plasma gill, thank you.
And Orwell, my awakened friend, I understand you will be put in particular peril in this journey.
Yes.
And in honor of your bravery, I have a very special gift, something I collected back when I used to venture beyond these walls. It's a celestial remnant known as maze bugs.
Oh.
They will allow you to communicate with many people at once. It's a very interesting technology. I will give it to you. You can explore all the details.
Okay.
But I know what it's like as you awaken. Sometimes we are misunderstood, and the maze bugs will allow you to communicate with your team without having anyone intercept the messages or interfere, and it will, I feel, bring you all closer together.
Oh.
And with that, I bid you, my friends, farewell. Isaac.
John, can I
Yes.
can I step over here and
Yes,
ask you
please,
something in
Isaac,
private?
always. I'm always here for you.
Listen, we maybe you met Gigax, our kind
Yes.
of larger friend.
I have met Mr. Gigax.
Yes. We're in a bit of a spot, and he has very generously offered to help us. But I worry that he might not be the brightest, sharpest bulb in the bag of dull, unlit bulbs. And I don't know. I need a little bit of moral guidance here. Is this okay?
I think for Gigax, his purpose is to help. He seems particularly attached to Orwell, who seems to be the one that will be in the most peril. I think his strength was put on this world for a reason, and I believe that reason is to help you. So I believe, Isaac, that you were all brought together for a reason, and you will use him the way he was meant to be used for his purpose, and this is the path you should take. Again, your instincts eventually get you where you need to go.
All right. So we've got priest approval. He's cannon
You have
fodder.
my blessing.
Got it.
You have my prayers, and if you need them, I'll give you free last rites.
You're a good guy, John.
Just an old joke.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Nah, you're the best, man.
Thank you, my friends. I wish you well. I will retire into the back of the church where I do church stuff.
There we go.
Thank you, John.
All right, so we're going to close out for tonight and come back for episode 3. And I'm just going to remind everybody that join the Founders Program, where you can get all sorts of special stuff, including the Traveler's Handbook, which I would show you right now, except that both me and David left our copies at our houses. Yes, foolishly. Anyways, that's it. That's it for tonight.